Some of the greatest changes that I've seen, first of all, at the most important level, at the classroom level, the conversations that I saw very young students have about math. They could explain their math understanding in a way I never expected a second grader to have a conversation. And much of that was a struggle in making a transition from what we traditionally saw as math worksheets, just doing problem after problem. It's no longer that way. It's really having a great conceptual understanding of how do you do this problem multiple ways, having great number sense. That is something that, unless you see a math conversation for a student that has participated in these rigorous standards, you just won't believe it until you've heard them explain how they got their answer. That's one of the great pieces of Common Core. Another great change that I saw in school districts, what I experienced walking into classrooms and seeing a 7th grader being handed 3rd grade level worksheet. Why? Because they were being remediated, because they were on an AIP, and we had moved so many of our systems to a compliance system, and that was because they weren't proficient. So our highest aim was proficiency, which was a very low bar. And so the artifacts that you see going to students no longer insult them. It's not readings that insult them. It's not a worksheet. If you're truly selecting materials aligned with Common Core, you're selecting quality materials to put in front of the students, and they know. And they're more motivated to produce high quality work. And that's a major change in our system. One of the greatest things at the administrative level and at the state level is we're having conversations about real education. We're not having conversations about compliance issues. We truly realize that we need students who can graduate and think and go to work and be at work on time and be productive and be thinkers in the workforce. And it was time to have that conversation again. And I think that those conversations will continue, and I think that there is greater room for innovation. We realize that there are so many more answers than a 4-year degree, and we realize that the 4-year degree will not secure your future as well, that we have to be very selective about programs and prepare the students to go into highly demanding programs. And I think when you have graduates of rigorous standards, and those standards have been taught by very knowledgeable teachers, you will have smart graduates who can succeed, not just in Arkansas 4-year institutions, but across the nation.